Yeah, we are here for some advice.
Yep, no worries. Please follow me.
Yep, so this is my colleague Silvo and I'm Yvonne.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so today we will be assisting you and please have a seat.
Thanks. Yeah, just a COVID thing.
Yes, okay, COVID, yeah, sure.
So we operate a small business together, a cafe, and we are wondering what is the meaning of net value CGT asset and how do we calculate it, as we have faced some difficulties while calculating it for our cafe.
No worries, we can guide you through. Firstly, the meaning of net value CGT asset of an entity according to section 152.20, the amount obtained by subtracting from the sum of the market values of those assets, the sum of the liabilities and provisions for annual leave, unearned income, long service leave, and tax liabilities. It can be positive, negative, or zero. So this is what a CGT asset is.
So when we are calculating the net asset of the CGT asset, what are the things to be excluded? The things to be excluded are shares, units, or other interests, asset liabilities in another entity that is connected to or is an affiliate to the first mentioned entity but includes the liability.
However, if the entity is an individual, it includes the assets that are used for private and enjoyment purposes for the individual or the individual's affiliate, except for the individual's main residence. An amount included under subsection 2A, the market value of the main residence, a right or to any part of an allowance, annuity or capital amount, payout of a super fund or approved deposit fund, and a policy of insurance on life of an individual.
Furthermore, assets under subsection 3 that are used or held ready for use in carrying on of a business by an entity that is connected to you only because of your affiliate will also be excluded. Okay, so can I know what should be included in liabilities? So under section 152.20 subsection 1, the legally enforceable debts due for payment as well as currently existent legal or equitable obligations to pay either a specific sum or ascertainable quantities are liabilities to be considered in the estimating net worth of CGT assets.
These are some examples that are not included in liabilities for the purposes of determining the net value of the CGT assets of an entity include. So these are the inclusions. So do you guys know anything about the small business concessions?
Nah, never really deal with it.
No worries. So there are 4 CGT concessions for a small business, which are the 15 years exemption, 50% active asset reduction, retirement exemption, and rollover concession.
So to keep records for CGT small business concessions, you must keep records of everything that may be relevant to work out whether you have made a capital gain or loss from a CGT asset. So this means you need records that show the nature of the act, transactions, event or circumstance, and the date it happened be in English or in a form that can be readily translated into English to substantiate the purchase and disposal of any CGT asset, as well as other costs relating to the asset, Records can include contracts, valuations, and details of commissions and legal fees you pay. Penalties like extra expenses and tax can apply if you don't keep the records for at least 5 years after relevant CGT event.
CGT Asset Register is a convenient way to keep the required record. It is a register of information about your CGT assets that you have transferred from your CGT records like invoices, receipts, and contracts. Note that if you do not keep assets register, you generally have to keep the record for at least 5 years after disposing it.
Okay, so based on our scenario, both of us live together and own the house. We then use half of the house to run our cafe.
Have you guys calculated the market values of your dwellings?
Yeah, the market value of our house is 750,000 just before applying the net asset test. So just to let you know that we have owned the house for 12 years.
Yeah, for the first 3 years, 20% of our house is used for business purpose, and then for the following 2 years, only 40% was used. For the another 2 years, it was used only for residence purpose. For the last 5 years, we use 10% for our business.
Thanks for your information. We will now show you how much you will need to be calculated in your net assets. Please see the calculation as follows. Both your dwellings has had 15.8% income producing use. You will include 118,500 in his net assets.
Okay, I see. In addition to that, we do have 500,000 liability attached to the business. Does it need to be included in the calculation? If so, how much would it be?
Oh yes, it should be included in your net assets. It's a simple calculation where you just have to take 500,000 multiplied by 15.8%. Then you will get 79,000 that needs to be included in your net assets. Eventually, the total of your net assets will be 197,500.
For your information, both of us have a share of 50% in the business.
Yep, this means both of you have to allocate the gain or losses by half.
Oh great, you guys made it clear for us. Thank you so much for your assistance.
No problem at all. We are always here to help. Is there anything else that we can assist you with?
Not really, you guys have answered all our queries.
Thank you.
See you.
See you.
Oh, wait. COVID, let's do this.
Okay.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.